Well, a good evening to all pro wrestling fans of all shapes and sizes from all around the world. Welcome to yet another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I am your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, wanted to get on here and do another review video, and I found out about the show pretty last minute, but I'm thankful that I found out about it, and I am thankful that I invested in it because it was a great show. I'm talking about TAKATaichi Mania IV. That's right, TAKATaichi Mania IV. Special produced show by Taka Michinoku and Taichi of Just Four Guys, which was available as a pay-per-view on New Japan Pro Wrestling World. So I decided to purchase it and check it out, and I got to see the card as well, and yeah, I definitely made a good investment. So, got a chance to watch it in its entirety, wanted to get on here and review it. So, TAKATaichi Mania IV took place yesterday, May 7th. This was at Corcoran Hall. And couldn't help but notice that the ring, it was a Just Tap Out ring. But yeah, only had an attendance of 805, but still, this was a specially produced show by Taka Michinoku and Taichi, hence TAKATaichi Mania. But we had a good number of matches. We had 7 total, and I have to say, overall, really good. So, let me get my graphics up, and we will jump right on into the review. Alright, let's get started. First up, first match of TAKATaichi Mania 4, we had a tag team match. Excuse me. Tag team match. We had Yuji Nagata and Daiki Nagai teamed up to take on, from Just Tap Out, the combination of Thunder Masami and Ryoma Tsukamoto. Now, to be honest with you, I'm not too familiar with a lot of the Just Tap Out wrestlers, especially a lot of the male wrestlers. I know more of the female wrestlers versus the male wrestlers in Just Tap Out. So I'm not too familiar with Thunder Masami and Ryoma Tsukamoto, but I liked what I saw. I definitely liked what I saw. This match lasted just a little over 9 minutes, so didn't quite hit the 10-minute mark, but still, the action was really good. And Yuji Nagata definitely showed up and showed out in this match, and I definitely liked the back and forth exchanges between Ryoma Tsukamoto and Yuji Nagata. And of course, a lot of great exchanges between Thunder Masami and Daiki Nagai. Nice opening match. Definitely enjoyed it from start to finish. But Yuji Nagata ended up picking up the victory for his team, pinning Ryoma Tsukamoto with the backdrop driver hold. Got the 3 count. Yuji Nagata, Daiki Nagai are your winners. And even Daiki Nagai and Thunder Masami kind of exchanged some extra blows after the match. So, on the outside of the ring. So, things got a little bit heated. But, pretty good match to start off this show. Okay, let's go to our next match. Here we go. Okay. We actually had a 12-person battle royal. 12-person battle royal, and the competitors were revealed right at the match time. So, just to go over the list of competitors for this match, we had Kikutaro, a very familiar face, Ryuya Takekura, ARA, Fire Katsumi, Genta Yubari, Akira Jumonji, Tyson Maeguchi, who I just recently saw, IBUKI, Naoya Akama, MIYAMASA, Bomber Tatsuya, and Koki Fujimoto. Now, I'm not too familiar with a lot of these names. The only names I'm familiar with are, of course, Kikutaro. Fire Katsumi I have seen before. Tyson Maeguchi, he was at the Ganbare 12th anniversary show. And that's pretty much it. This one was kind of hard to keep up with everybody because I wasn't familiar with everybody in this match. But it was still a very action-packed match. Of course, eliminations were decided. Pinfall, submission, or toss your opponent over the top rope. And there were a good number of these eliminations where multiple people covered, one wrestler. So this happened a lot in this match. And I thought it was pretty funny seeing Kikutaro in this match, which I haven't seen him in a match in forever. I know he had appeared a few times on Kana-chan TV that Asuka does, her YouTube channel. But this was a pretty wild match. It didn't last too long, only 7 minutes 29 seconds, so it wasn't even a very long battle royal, and a lot of the eliminations were just coming in quick. But overall, it came down to Bomber, Tatsuya, and IBUKI as the last two competitors remaining, and then eventually Bomber Tatsuya was able to pick up the victory, got the pinfall, and yeah, Bomber Tatsuya wins the match. But yeah, pretty interesting battle royal. Like I said, I didn't really know everybody in this match, but the action was very continuous. But apparently Bomber Tatsuya and a lot of the folks in this match are, part of the men's JTO roster. So, and like I said, Fire Katsumi I do recognize because I've actually seen him before in a past JTO show. And he's also on the JTO roster. But, okay. Now, let's go to our next match featuring the ladies. Check it out. Alright, we had trios action. Team number one, we had Akane Fujita, Big Haruka, and Rhythm. And they took on the trio from Stardom. You had Cosmic Angels of Saori Anou and Sayaka Kurara. And from God's Eye, Rana Yagami. Oh, this was quite the special showcase match. Definitely a great match. All six of these ladies look really cool. Big Haruka, I thought she had a good amount of action in this match. And it was good to see Rhythm again. I hadn't seen Rhythm in a good while. Of course, Big Haruka and Rhythm are both from the JTO roster. Match was just a little bit under 9.5 minutes. But it was great back and forth action. Like I said, liked all six ladies in this match. Of course, Akane Fujita recently won the Fantastic Ice Championship, which I believe, well, actually, no. That belt I think just got activated again because that belt got defended not too long ago. So, I don't know what was up with that. I don't know if it was just one of those where the belt was on her the whole entire time and it was just never defended or what. But yeah, apparently this belt just came back into the picture and she defended it recently. So thought that was interesting. But anyway, this was a good match. Like I said, liked all 6 of these ladies. And yeah. Saori Anou picked up the victory for her team. She ended up pinning Big Haruka with the pottering. And yeah, Team Stardom for the win. Well, yeah, great match. Great match. Alrighty. Let's go to the next match, which was definitely one of my favorites on this card. Check it out. I think this match was probably had the most hype on this whole card. But we had the battle between the Inaba sisters with the JTO Girls Championship on the line. The champion, younger sister Azusa Inaba, defending against her older sister Tomoka Inaba. Of course, Azusa Inaba is part of the Hate faction in Stardom, and Tomoka Inaba, part of God's Eye. And I have to say, I enjoyed the mess out of this match, even from the entrance to the end. I mean, seeing both ladies come out. Of course, Tomoka Inaba is the current Queen of JTO champion, and, you know, Azusa is the current JTO Girls Champion and JTO Girls Tag Team Champion with Aoi. But I loved how they both did their entrance and did their little kata, you know, their little karate kata. I thought that was really cool. This match was phenomenal. This went just over 21 minutes. Was so glad to see both of these ladies duke it out. Got plenty of time. I mean, the strikes, the submission attempts. I mean, these ladies went to war. These sisters went to war and tore the roof off of Korakuen Hall. Honestly, this was a main event caliber match. Main event caliber match. Azusa and Tomoka just, the momentum kept shifting back and forth. But when it was all said and done, younger sister Azusa would get the last laugh, as not only did she hit a beautiful moonsault off the top turnbuckle onto her sister Tomoka, she followed it up with an anagoye, that running knee strike, to drop Tomoka and then pinned her for the 3 count. And Azusa Inaba retains the JTO Girls Championship, defeating her older sister Tomoka Inaba. And of course, you gotta love the exchange, the show of love and sportsmanship after the match. I mean, you know, they're sisters. And, you know, I really feel like, considering for the longest time Tomoka Inaba's had the best of Azusa, to really see Azusa beat her sister, and both of these ladies just put on an incredible performance, really just says a lot. And, you know, both of these ladies, like I said, I know they've been loyal to Just Tap Out, but honestly, I really would not be surprised if they both got signed to Stardom, especially with the situation that's with the roster and the injuries and whatnot. I think it would be cool to see the Inaba sisters, both of them, signed onto Stardom. So, we'll see, but they put on a main event caliber match. Loved it from start to finish. But Azusa retains the JTO Girls Championship. Alrighty, let's go to our next matchup, which was another favorite of mine on this card. Alrighty. We had current other half of the JTO Girls Champion Tag Team Champions of Aoi, one of my favorites from Just Tap Out, taking on a mystery opponent. And ladies and gentlemen, that mystery opponent ended up being the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, El Desperado. Wow, what a big surprise for Aoi. Which apparently, according to a post I saw on from her X account, I believe she mentioned that she's always wanted to wrestle El Desperado. So, hey, surprise! Now she got that opportunity. This match it almost went 15 minutes. Almost. Came close. 14:42 was the final time. And let me tell you, Aoi put up an excellent fight. Like, she was literally like God tier mode in this match. Now, of course, I know she had that really, really bloody hardcore match against Rina Yamashita a while back where Aoi just got jacked up. I mean, it was nasty. It was a great match, but man, it was nasty. But yeah, it was all the way back in early January. But yeah, it was nasty. But for her to get this opportunity against the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion of New Japan Pro Wrestling's El Desperado was just phenomenal. And she gave him a run for his money. Like, I kid you not. I recommend check this match out. If nothing else, check this match out. Of course, the Battle of the Inaba Sisters as well, but this match really exceeded my expectations. Not that I had them set really high, but the fact that both of these wrestlers really delivered. Like, you would have thought El Desperado would have easily won this match. No. That was not the case. Put up big offense against Aoi, and Aoi just kept coming back. Love the chain wrestling between these two at the beginning, and even just Aoi pouring on the submission attempts. Like, even had Desperado locked in the A-wing for a while. And even El Desperado reversed the A-wing into a numero dos. And yet, Aoi was still able to reach the rope and get out of it. Like, fighting spirit on a whole nother level. Like, Aoi really, I mean, she's been leveling up, but she severely leveled up once again through this match. She gave an excellent fight to El Desperado. But when it all came down to it, using up all of her energy just would not be enough to take down El Desperado, as he was able to finish her off with a Pinche Loco and then pinned her for the 1-2-3. El Desperado, your winner. Great show of respect and sportsmanship after the match. But like I said, Aoi put up an excellent fight. Yes, was she the underdog? But Despy did not win this match easily. This was not a squash in any way. And I highly recommend y'all check this match out. I mean, check this whole show out, but that match was phenomenal. And I've been an Aoi fan since Stardom New Blood 1. That's how I learned about her. But this woman has really... She's on a whole nother level. And she's only 22. She's only 22. So, I'm just saying. Taka Michinoku, you've done well in training this young lady. You've done well. You've done well. And I believe she's about to hit her 4th year anniversary as a wrestler near the end of this month. So, hey. That's what's up. But excellent match. Despy does get the win, but Aoi was my MVP of this whole show. Hands down. Alrighty. Let's go to our next match. Here we go. Check this one out. We had ourselves a very special tag team match between the team of Taichi and Tomohiro Ishii taking on the combination of Zack Sabre Jr. and Jun Akiyama. Kind of interesting here, seeing Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr. on opposite sides, considering the history they have. You know, of course, together they were the Dangerous Techers. But they find themselves with different tag partners on opposite sides. And this match was a banger from start to finish. A great show of strong style, tons of submissions, technicality, all that sort of stuff. This match was loaded with it. I love the exchanges between Jun Akiyama and Tomohiro Ishii. Like, both teams looked solid. The action was pretty non-stop. It really could have gone either way. But this match ended in a time limit draw. That's right, y'all. This match lasted 30 minutes. 30 minutes of awesomeness between these two teams. But, yeah. Quite a show that they put on. But, yep, time limit draw. What a match. And then the main event of TAKATaichi Mania IV came down to this special singles match. Alrighty. We had the man behind Just Tap Out in Taka Michinoku taking on Mr. Ace President of New Japan Pro Wrestling, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Pretty solid match between both of these longtime veterans. Match lasted almost 16 minutes. It was 15 minutes, 48 seconds. But great back and forth between these two. Taka even had Hiroshi Tanahashi trapped in the just face lock for a while. Even hit the Michinoku driver as well. So that was really cool to see. But Hiroshi Tanahashi turned out to be a little too much for Taka Michinoku. Taka put up an excellent fight, but one high fly flow put away Taka for the 1-2-3. Hiroshi Tanahashi, your winner in the main event. Overall, a fantastic show. And afterwards, you had you had Taka Michinoku there, you had Yuya Uemura, you had Taichi, and then, Doki. That's right. Doki made an appearance, and you had all of just four guys there in the ring together, doing the closing ceremony of the show. And Daiki even shook his elbow. It looks like his elbow may be fully healed. Daiki looked awesome. He got on the mic. Pretty much all four members of Just Four Guys got on the mic and did their closing words to close out the show. But it was really good to see Daiki. And the only thing I will say is El Desperado, you better be ready, because you best believe Doki's going to want his rematch. I was there at Wrestle Kingdom 19 where the match unfortunately ended very early due to Daiki getting injured through the dive. So, of course, the referee stopped the match and Despy won the title. But let's keep it a buck. Daiki did not submit, nor was he pinned in that match. So, I want the run back. Don't know when it'll happen, but I want that run back between Daiki and El Desperado for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Not to mention, Daiki had my favorite entrance of Wrestle Kingdom 19. Oh man, being there live for that was amazing. But anyway, awesome show. So glad that New Japan World had the show to stream. I just wish they would, I don't know if they can be like the main streaming service for JTO content. I mean, I know Just Tap Out has a YouTube channel, but a lot of their stuff they upload later. But man, I would love to get into more Just Tap Out, but yeah, that's the only thing. But really enjoyed the show. I highly recommend it. Kudos to Taka Michinoku and Taichi for producing the show. And yeah, that's pretty much all that I got. But yeah, definitely check this show out. TAKATaichi Mania IV, its own New Japan World. It's a pay-per-view. But yeah, for those that have seen it already, let me know what you thought of the show. What did you think of the matches? What were your favorite matches? Like I said, for me, favorite matches were the Battle of the Inaba Sisters, Aoi versus El Desperado, and the special tag match of Jun Akiyama, Zack Sabre Jr. versus Taichi and Tomohiro Ishii. Those were my top three. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube, my name is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed day tomorrow, and I will see y'all in the next video and our live stream. Peace. Later.